And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the New York Knicks. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Mikal Bridges.
And he's struggling with his shot these days, and the analytics bear that out with the true shooting percentage heading down in these past 10 games. But guys, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a trend that he could reverse here tonight.
And now the New York Knicks starters. We've got Jalen Brunson, Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges, and it's Towns in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for Charlotte, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the center, filling out the middle. So New York wins the tip. Oh, what a fun matchup, Doris, we have here tonight, featuring two teams that love to shoot the three.
And we continue to see more and more of this in today's NBA, Kev. Both of these teams have the green light to fire with any sliver of space from deep. This should be a shootout.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Bridges outside. Pass to Diabate. 6 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And that's good. Miles Bridges for 3.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch. That's beautifully done by Bridges.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Bridges against Miller. Bridges kicks to Hart. Towns the screen. Brunson from way outside. Miller grabs the miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
4 on the shot clock. Ball with the bucket.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. Here's Brunson. Fires the 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Outside, Towns. New York, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brunson against Ball. Unloads. It's rebounded by New York. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Now, here's Bridges. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Here's Brunson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his game.
Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris had started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
That one falls for Brunson. Well, Doris, here we go down the final stretch of the regular season. How about some of the improvement we've been seeing from some of these players?
Kev, it seems inevitably every year there's a few players who make a huge leap in their games. And I love it when it's a complete surprise. Because when there's a player who's been under the radar and emerges as a potential star, how exciting is that?
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Hornets leading by 3. Ball kicks to Miller. Back to Ball. Brunson with some nice D.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Clock at 6. From about 16. Hornets with the rebound.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
Miller inside. He's against Bridges. Miller, no luck. Bridges a screen on Ball. Brunson scanning the floor. Over Ball. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Miller outside. Drains the three-pointer.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Ball kicks to Miller. That one drops for him. Miller's got 5 now.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. White, he's checked in for Charlotte. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at the Knicks. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Charlotte, right now, quite a ways down below.
And, you know, for the Hornets, they're on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs. They need to put it all together in these last couple weeks, and they'll be happy with a spot in the play-in tournament at this point.
Towns, a screen on Ball. Bridges for three. Diabate grabs the board. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 8-point game. Knappel wide open, and he fires. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Brunson. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
White drives in, makes it off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 13.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here's Bridges. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And that one's good. Brunson's got his second basket of the night.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Pass to Diabate.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
That free throw missing. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Knicks trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bobbed up there for Robinson. Here's Knappel. Brunson covering. Outside Ball. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. The Knicks shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut, guys.
Thank you, Allie.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from three?
Ball against Bridges. Here's Diabate. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Out to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Hart with the screen for Bridges. A three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte leading by 9. Ball surveying the defense. There's the three. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
White against Brunson. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Bridges misses. Bridges has gone 1 of 4 so far. Throws it up high. Bridges with the steal. Down low. It's tipped. Ball against Bridges. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams deciding to change it up. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. In third, the Hornets.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And that one misses. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's James. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to McNeely. Just 5 to shoot. And here's White. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. White's got 5.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Clarkson on the wing. James covering. James against Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
White up top. He's defended by Alvarado. James looking it over. White left side. Alvarado grabs the board. Clarkson outside. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Hornets ahead as they end the first quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
And New York looking at who they've got. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Robinson. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Clarkson in at the 2. Shamet finds Clarkson. From deep three-point territory. Knicks with a new 14. Poke loose. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. The shot's good. And the Hornets lead by 19. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Towns a screen on White. Out to Clarkson. Traps in the tray. Clarkson's got 5.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Here's Bridges. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Alvarado passes to Towns. Back to Alvarado. 5 on the clock. Towns the screen. Here's Shamet. Off target from three-point range. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Pass to Bridges. Shoots over Towns. Offensive rebound. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. And White kicks to Bridges. Launches a 3. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Knicks trail by 18. Alvarado passes to Clarkson. Pass to James. Charlotte no good that time either. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
GA, you hear about 3-level scores, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the Hornets. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for McNeely. And it's ball in for James. Then for the Knicks, Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, the talent, the strength, the athleticism is all there for Miles Bridges. This guy can put up monster numbers on the offensive end.
That one is no good.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Miller dishes the ball. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Towns. Knicks trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Charlotte has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Ball kicks to Bridges. From outside, off the mark. The Knicks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Towns, another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Hornets leading by 19. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Miller. That's 7 points for LaMelo Ball.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Back to Brunson for the three. They get it back. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Mitchell Robinson on the floor for his defense unequivocally, but this young guy is really coming on the offensive end. Great job drawing the contact.
That one is off.
Boy, Mitchell Robinson, to me, a big that any team could make excellent use of because his combination of length, his impressive motor, the hustle he shows. To me, this guy just needs to stay healthy, and he can be a force.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And another miss. Woof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Bridges passes to White. They set the pick. To the inside. Bridges outside. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Bridges for 3. Bridges missing again.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Bridges finds Ball. Drills the three-pointer. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
To end the run, and it's Brunson missing.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Ball no good.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Brunson outside. Pass to Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Outside, Ball. Now here's White. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Runs in the bounce pass. Left side, Towns. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball kicks to Bridges. Miller dishes the ball. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, the Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot. guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Kevin, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Bridges passes the ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
The Hornets have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today. And he knocks down the first one. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Knippel in for Kobe White. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That's tipped. Pass to Knippel. And stolen by Anunoby. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Excellent D there from Ball.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Outside Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Hart. New York shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. For 3, Bridges. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Ball. And the Hornets miss again. A difficult situation for New York. Hart the pass to Brunson. Anunoby in the corner. Hart outside. Pass to Brunson. And stolen by Miller. Goes up. Plays it in off the breakaway. Miller's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Here's Brunson. On the wing, Anunoby. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Pass the ball. Miller with a wide open look. No good from outside. New York with the ball. Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Ball. Lobbed up there for Robinson. And here's Miller, defended by Bridges. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
OG Anunoby, such a nice blend of power and skill. You see it right there.
DB, it's hard to believe that OG Anunoby is still in his 20s. He clearly has room to grow.
The league better look out, because OG Anunoby is starting to understand he can be a force on the offensive end. We already know he's a menace defensively.
First one falls for him. And when you watch OG Anunoby, what stands out most to you, Doris?
Oh, Kevin, you can't make me pick just one. I mean, this guy is elite on the defensive end of the floor. He's always going to give you great effort. And you better look out on the offensive end. OG Anunoby is starting to become a problem.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Diabate's checked in. And it's Miles Bridges in for Grant Williams.
What's amazing about OG Anunoby, this guy one of the best wing defenders in the league. You almost have to game plan for what he brings defensively.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Knippel. The Knicks pull it in. Last time they met in New York.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized. You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Out to Brunson.
Who's watching here? Hey, yo, right here.
From the high post. That shot missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Charlotte ending the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Charlotte Hornets.
They're teaching a course on the interior, Shaq, the philosopher of the big Aristotle.
Yeah, pounded in there repeatedly. Excellence is a habit, not an action. That is a quote from the OG.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
A look here now at New York. Yeah, they've been great all season. They could coast from here on out, but not likely. These guys are raw. That means tough for those who don't know.
Okay, I'm really glad you explained that. At first I thought you were insinuating they missed their pregame meal. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game, great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Gonna pull out there with Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Charles Lee. Outside, Ball. And the 3 off target. And so here is New York. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Ball finds Miller. Back to Ball. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Towns the pass to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diabate's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Miller. It's tipped. Towns with the steal. Bridges attacking. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Towns high post. Now Brunson. He's covered by Ball. Just 4 to shoot. The fader. Brunson no good. Charlotte leading by 22. Pass to Bridges from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
For 3. Hart, that's good. Hart's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, you see teams concede the 3 to Josh Hart at times. This guy's growing more and more confident.
Ball against Brunson. Now, here's Ball. D right on him. Pass to Bridges. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Number 5, the Knicks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Off the inbound, no good. Anunoby. That one rolling around and runs out. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. Hornets leading by 22. Outside, Ball.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Hart. Left side, Towns. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside, and stolen by Hart. Here we go, 1-on-1. And here's Brunson outside. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, you love to see Towns mix it up a little bit. Gets his team a bucket on the second chance.
Bridges outside. Outside, Ball. The 3. And there's Bridges on the assist from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Brunson. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Just 2 to shoot. The offensive rebound, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diabate's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wow, the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Brunson with another miss.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Miller dishes to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Diabate.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Anunoby kicks to Hart. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hart's got 6.
That's just Josh Hart getting to his spot, being shot ready. Nicely done.
Outside, Ball. From the arc. Knicks with the rebound.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Hart outside. Bridges sets the screen for Hart. Right wing. From deep, Brunson. Knipple with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Ball finds Miller. Charlotte moving it around. it's good with time running down on the shot clock. 9 points in the game so far.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Anunoby is screen on Bridges. Hart the pass to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. And he's good on the 3-ball. Anunoby's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Pass to Knippel. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. New York's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And talking to Knippel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Brunson against Ball. Miller outside. Shoots over Bridges. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. New York shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Miller inside. Defended by Bridges. Miller, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Pass to Towns. Hart outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Hart's got 9.
Yeah, Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a 3-point shot. You better guard me.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Kobe White, he's checked in for Miller. Then for the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Clarkson in for Hart. And here's White. He has 7. Now, here's Ball. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Clarkson. And he gets it back. Ball kicks to Bridges. There's a screen. Second chance shot. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Brunson from outside the arc, and the 3-ball is good. Brunson's got 11 points.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Bridges outside. Into the lane. Here's Diamante.
Unselfish play by Miles Bridges right there. The team wants more of that.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for New York. Robinson a screen on Ball. Clarkson passes to Robinson.
Now we get a chance to check out LaMelo Ball. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
Well, it's certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
No good on that one. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw, good. Hornets leading by 21. White looking around. Goes up the baseline. No good off the back of the rim. And for the Knicks, they're shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Clarkson up top. Defended by Bridges. Clock at 6. Clarkson on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Charlotte's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to James. Bridges has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Robinson kicks to Clarkson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That is how you respond to 1-3 on one end. Clarkson with a tray of his own. Go ahead, Jordan.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Diawara. Back to Clarkson. 35 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint. Here's Robinson, and it's blocked. Here's Bridges. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pass to Alvarado. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Hornets ahead, running away with this one. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And New York, looking at who they've got Clarkson. Towns is out there with Robinson. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Alvarado in at the point. Ball against Clarkson. He gets that one.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Now Ball. Pass to Miller. Zadorus, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. S-T-E-M.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
And the first one drops. And the Hornets making a change here. Tillman's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. New York shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Back to Alvarado. No good on the triple. Charlotte shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. White the pass to Tillman. Ball against Clarkson. Ball kicks to Miller. Shot clock at 6. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Clarkson surveying the floor. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
New York, no good that time either. Right side, Ball. Pass to Miller. A 3-ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Launches it. Ball, no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And it's off from three-point range. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Outside, Ball. Looking to end his cold spell. Knicks with the rebound. Shamet's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Robinson. Left side, Towns. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
Alvarado passes to Clarkson. TB1 complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
That free throw good from Miller. For his age, Brandon Miller has an extremely polished offensive game.
He does, Kevin. You can count on him to carry an offense if need be for a 6-8 minute stretch. He's got size, he's got skill, and he's a willing participant offensively.
Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. McNeely comes in for Ball. So he gets them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Trying to get something going, and there's a nice layup inside by Bridges.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Brunson against White. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Miller outside. Puts up a 3 with the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Left side, Towns. Tries from 10, and the shot is good.
That can be a difficult shot for some, but Towns very capable in the mid-range.
White against Brunson. White inside. Williams finds Miller. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Outside, White. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Clarkson passes to Anunoby. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
The first one falls, and some changes here for the Hornets. Green comes in for Grant Williams, and James subbed in for Brandon Miller. And New York with a change here, too. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Knicks shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. White against Anunoby. Hart outside. Pass to Towns. Another miss by Towns. Charlotte has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. White against Bridges. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
James with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. James, the pass to White. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award, and the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Pass to McNeely. And here's White. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Towns up top. Here's Brunson. Hornets with the rebound. Pass to James. Defended by Towns. Now here's White. Here's James. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Hart kicks to Bridges. Towns a screen on James. Bridges misses. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 13-4 run. Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Clarkson, he's checked in for New York. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And he's good on the second.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight line driver. Good luck checking him.
Over in the corner, Green. And again, the Hornets missing. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Pass to Towns. Clarkson outside. It's stolen by Green. And Green slams it in.
Josh Green has the athleticism, the speed to get out in front and finishes the break there.
Inside. Here's Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You watch him play, Doris, and Josh Green isn't a high-volume guy, but he wants to find ways to score and contribute.
He does. He uses his elite athleticism to sometimes get some sneaky offensive rebounds. He's an excellent cutter. He's willing to be patient and take opportunities given to him without plays being called.
First free throw is good. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Back to White. It's rebounded by Brunson. Brunson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Anunoby finds Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
We'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Miles Bridges.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Looking to get back on track here. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Kobe White.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson, has proven he can knock these in.
A 2nd-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer, and boy, this guy can light you up.
He doesn't get the second one.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the inside, Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Kobe, this team did a great job of spreading the ball around and just getting everyone involved, including yourself. Can you elaborate on how?
We were just being unselfish. You know, we don't really care who scored. We just want to win the game. You got to stay ready. Like I always say, got to stay locked in and got to stay focused. We all came out, we played hard, and we got the job done.
Everyone was ready tonight. Thanks, Kobe.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Miles Bridges.